Danny Flexen here for SecondsOut and Sportsbet TV with
Huzaifah Iqbal.
Huzaifah Iqbal.
Yeah.
I had to work on pronounce that because everyone in Adam Booth's gym, where we are in Surrey, calls you
H.
H.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell us a bit about your role here in Adam Booth's gym before we talk about your own history in the sport.
Okay, so here as a fighter for Adam Booth, first of all. So I'm managed and signed by Adam Booth, and now recently Adam's given me the opportunity to come on board and help train the fighters as well. So assistant coach to Adam Booth as well. Say that quite proudly as well. So,
has being assistant coach to fighters of the calibre of Josh Kelly, Ryan Burnett, Michael Conlon, so on and so forth, has that given you more of an insight into your own boxing and your own career?
100%, 100%. I don't want to sound like I know loads about boxing and I've been boxing for this long, that long, and all the rest of it. But I have been in boxing for maybe about 12 years, and more than anything, I've had the love and the passion for boxing. I come from a household with me and all the boys staying up till 4 a.m, 5 a.m. to watch every single American fight, right? So we've been following boxing for a long time. Done some time at Mayweather's gym many years ago, in maybe around 2008, 2000 time, and stayed here for quite some time. And I fell in love with, I'd like to think I come from quite an educational background as well, so academically I've done quite well. So I really fell in love with the science of boxing and the technicalities of boxing and how much science and that side of beauty there is in boxing. And God bless Brother Adam, he's on a different level. Are you with me? I genuinely mean that. I'm not just saying that. So when you come in here and you're dealing with like probably one of the best scientists, hands down, right? How are you not going to learn? Are you with me? How are you not going to learn so much, even by just analysing Josh, Ryan, Michael, Hardman, all of them, right? Just by watching them, are you with me? Like you pick up, are you with me? It's like plugged into the matrix. So it's all getting registered.
You're 29 now.
Yes.
You've obviously been around the sport for a long time, but you're talking about making your pro debut, Board of Control pro debut towards the end of this year. What have you been doing all this time?
So for a long time I was doing a lot of unlicensed stuff. So I was doing a lot of unlicensed stuff through different shows. Then stayed quite loyal to Ross Minter throughout the whole time. Are you with me? And then I had a lot of injuries back and forth with my shoulder and stuff. Finally made the decision that, you know what, before I leave boxing, I want to leave with something. Are you with me? I want to leave with something. I want to leave with something quite official. Are you with me? I was doing bits here and there, going to different countries, Germany, all the rest of it. So I said I want to leave with something, and thank God, you know what, I turned up at Brother Adam's gym. Are you with me? I first met Adam over 10 years ago. Are you with me? When he was at another gym in Purley. So I turned up again and I said to Brother Adam that, look, this is what I want to do. For me, it's a big dream, even just to get out for my first fight, right? On a pro debut is a massive thing. Coming from the community that I come from, coming from the area that I come from, my family history, no one's been an athlete. Are you with me? So
tell us a bit about your background and where you come from and the area and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're alluding to it and people aren't going to know. They're going to make assumptions, I'm sure, some of them. But
I grew up in Thornton Heath. So I'm born and bred in Thornton Heath.
I didn't just cringe.
Yeah. So a bit of a rough town. Are you with me? A bit of a rough town, and where I was brought up on Green Lane was really rough as well. Are you with me? So they used to get, obviously growing up in any rough area, you're going to get into a lot of trouble, and there's going to be that aspect of things. And after some time of getting in enough trouble, I think the courts kind of decided that, you know what, let's put this kid in boxing, right? So I never ever done any form of boxing in my life. I was getting into loads of scraps and all the rest of it, but my brother was always trying to get me into boxing. My uncle was always trying to get me into boxing. But in the end, the courts were like, you know what, we need to move this guy out of the area because he's causing too much problem. And then they put me in a boxing gym locally to where they had moved me. So I went to the boxing gym.
Whereabouts was that?
About 17 in Purley.
Okay.
In Purley, at a gym called Fight Factory. So I was there, and I fell in love with it. It was different to obviously getting into road scraps. You know what I mean? You in a road scrap, you're in the scrap for about 20-30 seconds, finish with a headbutt, and it's all done with. Do you know what I mean? But
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I've never been a big road man. I'm sure that won't surprise you.
Well, you know about Kano, actually. I was quite impressed with his Kano conversation a while ago.
I was quite depressed by the fact that Kano was swiftly followed by Mariah Carey on the sound system, but
yeah, that wasn't my playlist.
We don't want to get sued for copyright.
We're not going to get into that. That wasn't even my playlist. But no, and then after that, I fell in love with boxing, man. It was more than just trying to get in there, be aggressive and throw hard shots. It was all after 30 seconds, someone popping your head back again and again with a jab, do you know what I mean? So I absolutely fell in love with it, and I've stayed in boxing. I've done loads of, I wanted to go amateur, I wanted to do everything proper, I wanted to go for amateur. By the time I had the chance to go amateur and stuff, they refused me because of the beard. And not going into too much, but on my journey, I suppose to say, is one thing I found is religion and having some form of focus. Are you with me? And I've stayed loyal to that, and it's who I am. It's a part of my identity. Do you know what I mean? So I've never wanted to part with the beard.
That may be a concern as a pro though, because they will ask you to shave your beard at some point, as they often do if it gets to a certain length.
Yeah, So this length, I'm thinking, after seeing what's his name's beard. Is it Joni? I've forgotten his name. What's the gentleman with Irish fighter with the big beard? Come on.
Oh, John O'Carroll.
Yeah, John O'Carroll. After seeing his beard, he definitely give me a lot of hope.
Give you a bit of leeway,
yeah. Exactly. I think he's like double my size. So I was like, you know what? If this guy's all right, I'm definitely all right. Do you know what I mean? So
I'm a bit careful about asking this question because I asked a similar one to Harlem Eubank earlier and got a really disappointing answer. But I have to ask about the scar on your head that reaches down from your forehead to your nose. Is that any kind of legacy of the fights you had on the street, or is it like Harlem Eubank, just, you know, you're in a playground and fell off a swing?
No, that's street legacy. That's street legacy.
Care to elaborate, or should we just leave it there?
Not. Yeah, I'd rather not. Yeah, no, but that's.
We're glad you're still here to tell the tale.
100%.
You've referred to Adam several times throughout this conversation as brother Adam.
Yeah.
Just tell us a bit about that. Is that kind of indicative of how close your relationship is?
Brother Adam to me is family, and I see, and for me that's that. I'm loyal to Adam. I see him genuinely as family. All my brothers and all the guys that I'm around. Thank God, alhamdulillah, I have a big following in Croydon, right? I have some really loyal brothers close to me and around in Croydon. Do you know what I mean? So when I was taking them to shows, was selling out shows. Are you with me? I'm kind of every promoter's dream, because I usually sell 100+ tickets. Are you with me? So even they know that Adam is family. Are you with me? So what I'm saying is that even they know Adam's family. And the things with brother Adam is this is genuinely giving a kid a chance. A kid who's got a dream, he's giving him a chance. Are you with me? He had a serious conversation with me the first day he come to the gym. Realistically, when you look at my resume, right, and you're in boxing, who am I? Are you with me? There's a big question mark, like, who is this guy? What's he really done for boxing? He ain't done nothing in the Olympics. There's no amateur history about him.
I googled you and found nothing, but I couldn't spell your name properly. So
type it again.
You're spelling your name's hard to spell. That's what I'm going to say.
Wrong, yeah,
that's the only reason.
It's the only reason. But do you know what I mean? And brother Adam gave me some targets, and he said to me, you know what? He's seen me from Fight Factory, so I can definitely have a move about in the ring. Do you know what I mean? But this is strictly that. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't have to give me this chance. He doesn't have to do these things. And I've seen genuinely his heart is good as gold. I vouch for his character on genuinely. I vouch for his character. His knowledge is mad. Are you with me? So how can I not respectfully refer him of anything other than brother Adam? Do you know what I mean? So
when's your pro debut going to be, and what weight's it likely to be at?
Okay, so I got down to 76, right? I think that's middle, right?
I love that you still do the amateur weights as well.
Yeah. So I got down to 11.7, right? And when I done that, brother Adam said that maybe seeing that I'd done that quite comfortably, would look to go down maybe a weight category even lower than that. A date's been said to me today, so I've been told a date today for a pro debut, but I'm not going to say nothing till brother Adam confirms. And
is it likely to be before the end of the year?
Yes, inshallah, God willing, 100%.
And just before I let you go, obviously a late starter, I guess you have to manage expectations to an extent.
Yeah.
What are your ambitions in boxing?
I do this for a bigger reason than people can even imagine, right? There's a community behind me. There's a dream behind me. It's about doing things properly as well. Are you with me? The community I come from, let's be honest, most Asian guys are into cricket. Are you with me? Cricket, they're becoming doctors or anything like that. Are you with me? So for me, this is big. I have a good community behind me. I have kids that I teach, other guys that I train. So it's about setting levels as well. And this is something that I've wanted to do, to be able to genuinely come out of all of my outside life and live a different life in the ring. Are you with me? And be someone here and achieve a dream. That's genuinely what it is for me. But I'm here to cause a scene. Are you with me? I definitely cause a tear up. H-Man stands for hype man now. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna cause a hype, cause a scene, and let, especially for these, I want these guys to enjoy some H-Man action. Are you with me? I want Brother Adam to bring these guys.
He goes by many names, ladies and gentlemen. H-Man, hype man, Huzaifah Iqbal. Yes, nailed it. And I'm never going to spell it wrong on Google again.
No. And it was a pleasure meeting you guys. Thank you very much for your time. You know, you
pleasure
guys
for your time. It's been a very enlightening interview. We're glad we got the time.
God bless you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you.